Hi, I'm Bea Cupin, and I am right at the border of Cainta and Marikina, where a quarantine area checkpoint has been set up. Technically, the community quarantine started a few minutes ago, but it's just now that they're moving. They're adding barriers, you can see behind me. Okay. So here, officials will be checking on vehicles and people passing through the border of Cainta and Marikina. It's a mix of police, military, we have barangay officials here, we have barangay health officials here also. So yung pag-explain sa akin ng process, wait, let me show you. So we were told earlier that it's the police or the military who will interact first with people passing through. They are asked their purpose for going through the border, kung bakit ba sila papunta ng Cainta at bakit sila paalis ng Marikina. Sabi nga kanina, earlier in-announce nga na kailangan pakita mo na taga Cainta ka or may purpose ka, kung ano man yun na purpose. And then from here, let me move. From here, after the police or the military screen you, you'll actually move to another station over here. We have our community health workers. They're from Barangay San Isidro in Cainta. They actually do the initial screening. I was told earlier na yung gagawin nila, bale, i-check nila yung temperature ng isang tao. Tapos kung medyo mataas ito, kung may fever, i-refer nila, may shuttle sila dito, tapos i-refer sa isang doctor for further evaluation. Pero ito, kanina kasi nung literally mga a few minutes ago, hindi pa sila naghaharang ng mga tao ngayon, nagsimula na. Hinaharang na nila yung mga paalis ng Marikina at papasok ng Cainta. So if you can recall, yung community quarantine na to, magsisimula tonight, midnight. It's gonna last 30 days. It's the government's response to the spread of COVID in Metro Manila. This was after Duterte met with the Interagency Task Force. Let's check how they actually do this. So, una, haharangin ng police at ng military. Ito may mga nakamotor, sinecheck yung identification. May mga sasakyan din dito. Kung nakita niyo yung pila ng mga sasakyan, may mga truck, may mga private vehicles, may mga nakataxi, may mga nakamotor din dito, may delivery services, may jeep. So ito isa-isa, haharangin, tas i-check ng police, military at mga barangay officials din kung ano yung purpose ng pagluwas nila from Marikina going to Cainta. So itong community quarantine na ito ay based on the IATF Recommendation Resolution 11. Kung natandaan nyo, initially walang clear na guidelines. Sinabi lamang na air, land, and sea, domestic travel, stop muna going in and out of Metro Manila. Pero later on, na-clarify naman nila na yun pala yung mga nagtatrabaho na hindi naman, nagtatrabaho sa Manila pero hindi taga Metro Manila, makakalusot naman sila as long as they show proof that they actually work in Metro Manila. Ayun, tinatanong nila kung may ID ba yung gustong pumasok ng, umalis ng Marikina papuntang Cainta. Opo, may check po ng body temperature. Pakita natin yung paano mag-check ng body temperature dito. So meron tayong mga barangay health officials ng San Isidro. Ito yung barangay dito sa Cainta. Kung napapansin nyo po, medyo hindi po natin nasusunod yung social distancing kasi medyo cramped din po dito. Meron pong temperature check dito. As you can see, bago ka makalusot talaga ng tuluyan at makapasok ng Cainta, kailangan i-check mo yung temperature mo. So, if you have a fever, they will be referring you to a nearby doctor, a nearby hospital. Naka-standby din daw po iyon. Yung nakausap natin kanina yung mga barangay health workers, sabi nila they'll be working from midnight until 8 a.m. and then they'll have another shift the next day. So, hindi na sila mag-shift doon sa barangay mismo. Instead of working there sa barangay, dito na sila sa checkpoint. Kasi yun yung trabaho nila for the month-long lockdown. Of course, the government said earlier na yung 30 days na yon, yung month-long na yon, baka umikse, baka humaba pa, depending on the recommendation of the Interagency Task Force. So as expected, mabagal po talaga yung flow ng sasakyan. Kasi kung nakikita nyo, isa-isa, chine-check nila yung taxi. Kung nga itong taxi, tinatanong nila yung pasahero kung tagasan siya or ano yung purpose niya sa pagpasok dito sa Cainta.
Thermoscan lang na.
So there's a smaller, a shorter, thinner line here of motorcycles. Tapos ito medyo mahaba-haba yung pila. May mga truck, may mga private vehicles. Ito hindi nila ata pinapasok. Sir, hindi po pinapasok to? Bakit, sir?
Hindi ka Cainta.
Sir, pwede ka bang live?
Yeah.
Sir,
Hindi lang. Sige.
so ito, meron silang hindi pinapasok. Yes, sir.
He's from Mindanao.
Oo.
So, makikitulog siya dahil mag-abroad yata siya. But since hindi siya sa Cainta, kaya
So, bawal po pumasok.
Na hindi pwedeng, na hindi Cainta, as of this moment, hindi pwedeng pumasok muna sa Cainta.
Oo.
Dahil under quarantine kami.
So, yung nakakapasok lang po, sir, yung yung ID na,
with ID.
yung mag-approve mo na taga-Cainta po
After
kayo.
verification, then they will go under scan.
Sir, paano po kung may business in Cainta?
Well, dapat may certification.
So, kailangan mo ng solid proof
Yeah,
that you have business inside Cainta.
kailangan.
Sige, sir, salamat. Iikot po muna tayo ulit, sir. Pakita natin yung dito sa lockdown, sa community quarantine checkpoint. So, we have police here. Sila yung unang humaharap sa ating mga motorists na lumulusot na or gustong lumusot galing Marikina papuntang Cainta. Hindi po lahat naka-gloves kung napapansin nyo. Yung iba, nakamask naman po yung karamihan, hindi lahat. Kasi nakausap din namin kanina may mga roving policemen. Sabi nga nila, kulang-kulang na talaga sa supplies natin. Kahit din naman yung mga health workers natin medyo nahihirapan na maghanap ng supplies. So yun din yung concern, I guess later on or as early as now, dito sa mga quarantine area checkpoints na to. Because our frontliners are actually risking exposure themselves. So, we have at least one vehicle na turned away, not allowed to pass through the border. Baka hindi nyo narinig kanina, in-explain po ng barangay captain ng San Isidro na hindi po pinalusot kanina yung passenger ng isang taxi kasi hindi siya taga-Cainta. Makikitulog lang daw sana sa isang kaibigan, presumably dito sa Cainta. Hindi yun enough reason for them to actually let you through. So, to answer that question kung paano in transit lang, yung pagka-explain sa akin kanina ng barangay captain ng San Isidro Cainta, kailangan ma-prove mo lang talaga na meron kang purpose for entering, for exiting Marikina and going into Cainta. So that's either taga-Cainta ka, or siguro Kalatig Bayan, or kung may official business ka, kailangan mo i-prove kung ano yung official business na yon. Siguro yung tanong nga, paano mo i-prove? Kunwari may bibisitahin, may business ka or something. But yeah, according to the barangay captain, you have to prove that you have business or you have a reason, a valid reason to cross over outside of Metro Manila and into Calabarzon. So pakita natin without actually showing the IDs of the people here. Kunwari nakamotor ka, gusto mong pumasok ng Cainta, dito ka muna, tatabi ka muna, papakita mo yung ID mo sa police. So yung initial screening. Tapos pagkatapos i-verify ng police kung yung reason, police or military or barangay officials, once they verify your reason for wanting to go through from Marikina to Cainta, then you go to the, I'll try to zoom in. Ayan, pupunta ka sa barangay health worker, tapos may thermal scanning doon. Kung may mga tanong kayo, siguro maganda mag-comment kayo in case may gusto kayong i-clarify. Tatry natin itanong sa mga officials dito. Kasi yung dito, i-reiterate ko lang, yung present dito ngayon sa border ng Cainta at ng Marikina, meron tayong barangay officials from Cainta, barangay San Isidro. Sila yung border barangay dito to Marikina. Tapos, so may barangay officials, merong barangay health workers, tapos meron tayong mga police. Meron din tayong supplementary na military, makikita nyo dito. Pero pansin ko naman, medyo hindi nag-i-interact yung military personnel. Yung policemen talaga yung humaharap sa mga gustong lumusot dito sa border. Parang may pinalusot na. Ayan. Truck na yung lulusot. Kung matandaan nyo, dati yun nga, sa start ng announcement nitong community quarantine, sabi nila parang, medyo hindi pa malinaw kung ano ba yung pwedeng pumasok, ano bang hindi, sino or ano ba ang pwedeng pumasok o lumabas. Later on, na-clarify na yun nga, kung nagtatrabaho ka pala sa Manila, pero nakatira ka sa labas ng Maynila, pwede ka makapasok as long as you show proof that you do work in Metro Manila. And they said also na yung cargo allowed pa rin to pass in and out of Metro Manila. Kung napansin nyo nga yung truck kanina, hindi ko na point out as it happened, hindi sila nag-check ng temperature. So kunwari ito, dumaan din. Tingnan natin ito, may bagong truck dito. So again, to reiterate, in case you're wondering where I am, I'm right at the border of Cainta. Literally, itong arkong to sa taas ko. Welcome to Cainta. So ito yung border ng Marikina, papuntang Cainta. So Metro Manila yung one side, Calabarzon na yung other side. And you have health officials, barangay officials, city and barangay officials here, screening people coming inside or trying to go inside to enter Cainta. Silipin naman natin yung other side. Kung baga, okay, kung napansin nyo, binuksan nila yung kabilang side, nakaharang to kanina eh. Binuksan na nila ngayon, siguro para mas maraming sasakyan na yung pwedeng dumaan para pumasok ng Cainta. Itatanong natin mamaya kung bakit parang yung truck driver ata or yung nakasakay sa mga truck, hindi na ata nila chine-check yung temperature, no? I-clarify natin later. Itong border, yung checkpoints na to, this is, let me double check. This is right at Felix Avenue corner, Marcos Highway. Cainta is not in Metro Manila. It's part of Rizal, which is not in Metro Manila. So ito naman, kabilang side, ito yung galing Cainta, papasok ng Marikina. So yun. Yung interesting to note, I suppose, as of like right now, as I'm speaking now and going live, is that I don't notice them actually screening people who might be casually walking past the border. So far, yung siniscreen lang talaga nila yung mga nasa sasakyan, nasa motor, nasa sasakyan. Ito may papasok, ay hindi pa palusutin yung taxi na walang sakay. Paano yung mga jeep? Ayan, may jeep dito, kaso konti lang yung sakay. Tingnan natin kung paano ba siniscreen yung mga jeep. Kasi kung naalala nyo, check nyo na lang sa Rappler para masigurado. Pero merong story doon na parang may rules na yung DOT or suggestions na yung DOTR kung paano ba ma-maintain yung social distancing in your commutes. Double check natin mamaya kung may personal disinfectants yung police at military, but surface level wala po akong nakikita. Nakamask yung iba. Kaso nga lang, pansin ko lang yung ibang mask kasi dito parang cloth mask to eh. Hindi ito yung suggested for actual protection for potential kung may chance na meron kang exposure to symptomatic or asymptomatic people. Again, nandito po tayo sa border ng Cainta at ng Marikina, Felix Avenue, corner Marcos Highway. Balik, ito mismo yung arko na welcome to Cainta. Okay, lakad lang ako ng konti. Pakita ko sa inyo, yung kabilang dulo kasi nito, supposedly may checkpoint. Ay, tinanggal na ang mobile. So ito, sige, dito muna tayo mag-concentrate sa side na to. Sorry. Okay, tinatin kung paano yung kung jeep. Ay, lumusot si Kuya.
Yun na po yung mayor.
Ay, okay.
Ayun po yung naka-motor lang po.
Andito na pala si Mayor. Saan?
Yung kausap po ni
Ay,
Kapitan.
sino to?
Yung cute nito po ng Kainta.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir. Rappler po. Bea ko ng Rappler. Hi, sir. Kamusta? Kamusta na yung...
Well, I just went to the 7 checkpoints that we have installed. This is our initial run. Just checking if all the areas are properly manned and how difficult or easy it is for the commuters to at least justify why they are traveling to and from Cainta. So, well, it's actually a test case now, and we'll see if there will be some adjustments made just to at least make it a bit easy for the commuters, no?
So far, sir, how are we assessing? It's literally been a few minutes pa lang.
Yeah, right. And we don't really expect much cars now considering it's midnight already. And it's a good thing that we're trying to start this on a Sunday,
Yes.
so that there would be enough time for us, or at least some leeway for us, to make the necessary adjustments if there is a need to ease up or become stricter in manning this. No, I think the primary objective really is to ensure that the mobility is restricted only because we want to preserve the health of the people living here. No? So we will see how it goes, but I will try to monitor the best way I can to at least be given a upfront appraisal of what's happening.
Sir, I want to zoom out lang, sir, kasi syempre...
I'm sorry?
I want to zoom out because primarily, you know, that the regulations cover Metro Manila, but ano yung system natin, sir, for mayors of nearby towns
Well,
and
the
cities?
resolution by itself compels me to issue a quarantine decree,
Yes, sir.
considering that there are at least 3 patients that were confirmed to have the core coronavirus um, illness, it qualifies us, and I have no other recourse but to declare this. We provided our guidelines this morning just so people would understand the parameters by which this procedure is being implemented. So I just hope that it was well well described. No? It's very particularized. No? So I just hope that this would serve the purpose, no, of prioritizing the health of our people.
Sir, syempre yung frontliners pala natin dito ay yung mga barangay workers natin.
The frontliners would be the police.
Yes,
It's the police, the military, the health personnel, and of course the representatives of the barangay. But it's primarily a police duty to do the checkpoints.
Do we have concerns din po, sir, na we might stretch the capacity of our barangay kasi this is on top of their existing duties?
This is actually something that does not happen every day.
Yes, sir.
So I guess we just all have to beef up ourselves and brace for the worst times, because there is an objective that we want to achieve.
Yes, sir. Sir, last na tanong na lang, sir. Kasi parang yung concerns ka ng tao sa community quarantine na to, its effect on the economy, especially, sir, kadikit lang naman natin yung Metro Manila. I'm sure a lot of our residents actually find work in Metro Manila. Is that a concern for us also,
That
sir?
is a priority measure that was posted in my guidelines, no?
Yes, sir.
That in cases of employment, you will be allowed to travel on condition that you will be able to present at least an evidence that you are employed in a particular company. In the absence of a valid ID, we can take maybe a certification from an employer that you are indeed employed in a particular household. That is actually one valid reason why we should be allowing you to travel. If it's something that's not so necessary or relevant, and considering the times now, I would suggest that we defer the travels, no, na hindi naman talaga importante o hindi naman talaga kailangang madaliin, just so we can cover this thing and resolve this with finality.
Sir, last na lang din po. Kasi, sir, I think yung concern overall is the capacity of the healthcare system to handle this pandemic. It's already a pandemic. How is Cainta doing naman, sir?
We have our own triads. No, we have our own thermal scanning procedures being done townwide. We have our own 275 barangay health workers doing their stuff. We have already flooded the town with a massive dosage of vitamin C, and we're zeroing in on the seniors right now because the stats would indicate that they're the most vulnerable sector that's being hit by the illness. So I don't know. We already gave out masks. We still have 30,000 pieces out to be distributed tomorrow. We've been doing the cleansing for the last 7 days of all the major roads and thoroughfares and public facilities. I have already encouraged at least the homeowners themselves, the people to clean their own areas. I have made as a condition for continued business operation a daily sanitized workplace just to make sure that the people who would be reporting for work will be amply protected. So we consider all these things as our share or our contribution in making sure that Cainta would be virus free in the coming days. No, it's just sad that we had 2 fatalities already and one who is currently being treated and confirmed stricken with the virus.
Salamat, sir. Salamat. May
Yeah.
mga last minute reminders po ba kayo sa mga taga-Cainta?
Please bear with us. This will all come to pass. I think the more important thing is we uphold the general welfare of our people and make sure that despite all these hassles, there is one ultimate objective na kailangan nating tupdin para wala nang mortality dito sa atin, sa bayan natin.
Salamat, sir. Thank you. Ayan, yung mayor po ng Cainta, nakausap natin. Kasi yung frontliner, well, yung police tsaka military, yung literal yung frontliner kasi sila yung unang makakasalamuha ng mga tumatawid nga dito. From Marikina going to Cainta. So yan, nakita nyo may mga truck na dumadaan kasi nga yung guidelines hindi impeded dapat yung cargo. na dumadaan. I thank you.
Yun ang mayor, di ba?
Created by Malacanang that imposes upon us or compels me to issue this quarantine thing, considering the presence of at least 3 confirmed patients in our town. So, assuming that we will be able to resolve this fast, yung mga buhay natin babalik sa normal. Pero sa mga darating na araw, I hope that you would be able to be patient enough to go through this, and maybe siguro pagpaliban muna yung mga hindi importante. Huwag munang umattend ng mga gatherings na sa bagay na hindi ko naman pinahihintulutan talaga ngayon sa mga panahong ito. At magkaisa lang tayo na ma-achieve natin yung objective na maging resilient tayo at ma-survive natin itong ordeal na to. Maraming salamat.
Si Mayor. Sisikapin po natin mag-Tagalog ng dire-diretso po. Kasi nakita nyo po dito, mga truck na dumadaan. Para sa mga nagtatanong, siguro mamaya-maya iikot na rin kami sa ibang mga checkpoint para makita nga rin namin kung paano ba sa ibang checkpoint dito, bordering Cainta. Ayan. Hi. Trucks are, well, that truck almost hit the border, but trucks na hayaan silang dumaan. Pero pansin nga natin, tila hindi chine-check yung temperature ng nakasakay dito sa truck natin. Kung baka naman i-check nila this time. Hindi nga chine-check yung temperature ng mga nasa truck. I-clarify natin kung bakit hindi mamaya. So yun, nakikita nyo, ina-adjust din nila dito yung harang. Again, kung ngayon lang kayo nanonood, dito tayo sa border ng Marikina at Cainta, Felix Avenue, corner Marcos Highway. Ito yung Felix Avenue, ito yung Marcos Highway, ito nakita nyo yung mga truck dumadaan-daan dito. Hindi sila hinaharang. So kung truck, dadaan ka lang, hindi nila kina-question yung purpose ng pagpasok. Yung kina-question or yung... sige, wait lang. Nandali lang. Sige, sir. Mamaya-maya. Nandito rin po pala yung Vice Mayor ng Cainta. Kausapin natin siya mamaya-maya. So, i-clarify natin kasi ako rin hindi ko rin inasahan na hindi pala check yung temperature ng mga nakasakay sa truck. So, we will clarify why that is. Ito. So, medyo mabagal talaga yung flow ng traffic kasi nga, isa-isa, chine-check yung mga sasakyan, apparently, except yung mga truck, hindi na nila chine-check. Chine-check po yung temperature ng mga motorists. Ayan po, yung favorite example natin dito. Ayan, kung nakamotor ka, tatanong nila kung bakit ka papasok ng Cainta. Tapos, sige, hayaan mo nating dumaan yung truck. Ayan. Kung hindi nyo narinig, nire-remind po ng police na kailangan yung mga driver ng truck ay nakasuot din ng mask bago sila makalusot ng Cainta. Pero pinalagpas muna ito. Ito nga, isang jeep pero walang sakay. Pakita natin kung paano ba yung proseso ito. Makatawid na tayo. Ayan, so dito, itong area na to medyo naging designated area for the motorcycles na gustong pumasok ng Cainta. So, ihaharang ka ng police, ng military, and then itatanong kung bakit ka papasok. Bakit, anong purpose ng pagpasok mo ng Cainta? Tapos, yung nakita niyo yung hut na yun, mga barangay health workers po yun, ng San Isidro, dito sa Cainta. So, sila yung magsiscreen ng temperature mo. Nung nakausap ko sila kanina, sabi nga nila kung chinek mo yung temperature mo, tapos medyo mataas, they will refer you to a doctor. That's how it works. Kung pansin nyo, medyo mas maluwang-luwang na ng konti. Kanina kasi sobrang ang bagal ng flow talaga ng traffic. Ngayon, it's a little better. Ayan. So, kung nakikita nyo, yung mga motorcycles na gustong pumasok, ayun, lapit. Na gustong pumasok, hinaharang muna. Tapos yun, kung hindi nyo narinig earlier, kasi sa start nung live, kung gusto mo ngang pumasok, una tatanungin ka muna ng police or ng military or ng barangay officials, minsan city officials din yung maharap, kung ano yung purpose ng pagpasok mo ng Cainta. Kanina nga, parang one of the first ata na tinurn down, nakasakay ng taxi, pero hindi siya, yung ID niya, yung residence niya hindi Cainta so hindi siya pinapasok. I think yung reason niya is he wanted to go inside Cainta kasi makikitulog sa bahay ng kaibigan, pero hindi yun valid reason for them to let you through. So, pinaikot yung taxi at hindi na siya pinapasok ng Cainta. Okay. Okay. Bibitaw muna tayo sa live in a few minutes. Para mas makausap din natin yung mga officials dito. Siguro may initial evaluation na sila on how the quarantine area checkpoint is doing here. Again, we are at the border of Cainta-Marikina, Felix Avenue, corner Marcos Highway. 36 minutes nang ipinapatupad yung community quarantine. So ito, kunwari, pakita natin. Ito, tinatanong nila muna kung ano yung purpose na papasok yung sasakyan. May dala ng ID, yung driver. Pinalusot siya. Presumably kasi taga-Cainta siya. Ayan, may mga documents na pinapakita yung ID, or kung wala kang ID to prove that you live in Cainta or may trabaho ka sa Cainta, kailangan may document kang ipakita to justify kung bakit ka papasok. So again, to reiterate, bago tayo mag-sign off from our live, pag dumating yung sasakyan, yung unang haharap ay yung police or military. Minsan nakikita ko, minsan barangay officials yung maharap. And then, after that, pupunta doon sa barangay health workers ng Cainta. Sila yung magtitake ng temperature ng mga pumapasok dito. Sisikapin po namin umikot sa ibang mga border. Okay. So, bibitaw muna kami dito galing sa Felix Avenue corner, Marcos Highway, para i-check din namin yung ibang mga quarantine area checkpoint dito sa Cainta. Yung checkpoint before you enter Cainta, Rizal. So, ayun, salamat po sa pagpapanood, for watching. Thanks for watching the live stream. Yung mga kapwa reporter ko po, live din po sa ibang points ng Metro Manila. Gusto nyo ma-check po kung paano na yung checkpoints south of Metro Manila, north of Metro Manila. Hanapin nyo lang po sa Rapper homepage. Doon po yung mga live stream ng iba't ibang reporter na nakadeploy ngayon as Manila begins a community quarantine. So thank you. I'll see you again in a few minutes perhaps. Thank you.